Hey guys! Welcome to another episode of PhD Journey with me. In the past, we spoke about how PhD journey need not be a lonely one, and it's been working really well for me. The past 2 days, I've been more proactive and productive in my writing. So thank you very much, guys, for your support. It worked. So I'm determined to continue this journey. So today, I want to talk more about time management, how I'm keeping myself in charge of my time with regards to the PhD work that I'm doing. So I would like to share this quote by Mark Twain. I'm sure many of you know who Mark Twain is. So it says that if it is your job to eat a frog, then eat it first thing in the morning. And if it is your job to eat 2 frogs, then eat the biggest one first. Basically, what it means is to do the most uncomfortable, distasteful things first so that you can have a peace of mind to do the things that you want to do. So I'm reminded of this quote because I was revisiting some of Brian Tracy's workshop materials that I have. And it also says that actually a lot of us have the same amount of time. Everyone have the same 24 hours. But why some people manage to use their 24 hours so wisely, so impactfully, and some others don't. And I'm also reminded of a statistic that he threw. I think 80% of self-made millionaires that started from scratch, they attribute it to good time management that get them to where they are. And I would like to share some of the tips on time management, and then I would like to share how I'm applying it to my own PhD. So the first tip that he gave was just as simple as just to work harder, to simply just work harder, because it's amazing how lazy some people can be, me included, and I can be like really lazy. And the laziness sometimes comes from the lack of motivation because I'm procrastinating on something. There's some frog that I don't want to eat in my paper, so I'm stuck there because I don't want to eat that frog and I can't move on. So I think what I'm going to do differently now is I'm just going to make a decision to work hard, and when I work, really concentrate on that task, put my whole heart into it. So eat that frog first. And the second tip is very related to the first tip, which is to work faster, pick up pace. So I realized that I take a long time in eating the frogs. When I don't like to do a certain part of that research, I take a really long time. Sometimes I write and rewrite and delete the sentences and rewrite again and mull over it and then take water and walk around the house and all that. So I just need to stay focused and work faster, and to not accumulate the tasks as well. Sometimes I would keep things that I don't want to do, the sections that I don't like to do, I will accumulate them. So another tip for myself is to not accumulate the task and get it done. If things that can be done there and then, I have the information, it's just the willpower that needs to be summoned up, I should do it. The third tip is to work longer. So interestingly, this came up in a conversation with a very close friend, Dr. Goh, and he advised me that it is a journey that many people, many PhD candidates go through as well. You know, how much time do you put in your work and how much do you understand your work? Not everybody enjoy research. I don't enjoy research that much, but I enjoy the outcome of it. I enjoy knowing that I can contribute towards something. I enjoy putting my ideas out there. But I don't enjoy the part of the literature review where I have to synthesize different people's ideas. I like reading their ideas, but the need to match what he said and she said and how to mold them together into an angle, I don't really like that process. So I realized in that conversation that I just need to work longer. I don't like that process because I'm not putting enough hours in it, although I've put like thousands of hours already, but it's still not enough, and I need to spend more time with it so that I get to know the topic a lot better. So that's tip number 3. So tip number 4 is to work together, work in teams or work with people. So unfortunately, as I've mentioned in the past episode, in PhD journey, it's quite impossible to work in a team when there's not many people I know. There's no one else I know doing my particular topic. And especially doing this MCO, it's not like I can go to our graduate lounge and sit around with my other teammates, other colleagues. So I think this whole project, PhD Journey with Me project, is a way of how I work with people. I have friends like you guys to keep me accountable. Thank you so much. And hopefully this will work. Fifth tip is to do more important things first. This is the Pareto rule of 80-20. So 20% of the effort goes towards 80% of the most important things that I need to do. So I just need to stay focused on this point now. I'm going for a proposal defense. It was due in June, a week time, but I'm not submitting it yet. So hopefully I can delay at least a month. And 20% of the important things I need to do is not in the writing itself actually. It's really in fine-tuning my arguments for the theoretical contribution I'm going to make. It's fine-tuning the framework, be really confident about the framework that I'm going to propose. And it's really more on a mental preparation and knowing what kind of questions that they will ask. But I'm spending a lot of time doing the frivolous stuff of writing, rewriting the language, and also I need to get my attention back to where the 20% important things are. And tip number 6 is to cluster the similar tasks. So I think this is also really important for me at the moment. There are some tasks that can be grouped up together and do later together. For example, things like formatting and all, I can just do formatting for the entire paper right at the end, right before submission. So I just need to be less of an OCD and tell myself that I'm clustering all these tasks together so that I'll be more effective when I do that later. And the final one is to just get better at my key task. So my key task is really to focus and grasp a good understanding of the things I'm reading, the articles that I'm reading from other people. I just need to practice more synthesizing articles. I just need to know where to look out for the important findings and their conclusions and the research methods that they use, and draw my own parallel logic in why they do it such a way and how is that applicable to me. So it's really just practice. So back to all the other points above, work hard, work faster, spend more time on it, and just practice. So all in all, it's not like this is rocket science. It's not like this is one of the greatest rule and all that, but it is still back to basics, where without hard work, without the determination, without perseverance, it would be a very, very, very difficult journey. So there you go, my friends. For anyone else that is out there either going through a PhD journey or finding it difficult to get going on writing your book or doing a certain project, these are the 7 tips from Brian Tracy that would help you manage your time better. Okay, so back to my work now. Today I'm going to work on how age and gender can become moderators to my entire framework, because people within the organizations come from various, of course, gender and also age groups, and how does that matter when it comes to transferring knowledge within an organization culture, and how does it impact the employees' performance. So it's a lot of reading again today, while I already have my pointers down. I just need to find a lot more articles and synthesize a lot more views from various people, and then formulate my own conclusion from there. So wish me luck, guys. It's gonna be a tough day, or maybe 2 days for me to get this entire section done. So there goes today's session. Bye, see you tomorrow.